Welcome guys, today's film that we'll be taking a look at is called Alone. All relevant links and information for the film will be in the description below. Let's get into it. The film begins with Aiden, a good looking young man, filming a video declaring that it is day 42 and he can no longer bear the circumstances. Aiden then bids farewell and walks over to the chair he has prepared to end himself. Before the scene switches, he ties himself in a knot and cries. The next scene takes us back in time where Aiden is sleeping with a lady in his apartment. Before he notices, the lady silently exits the flat. After some time, Aiden wakes up, freshens up and walks downstairs to his living room. He attempts to watch TV, but the signal is distorted and an emergency message flashes on the screen. He then hears some strange police sirens and yelling noises coming from outside. When he rushes over to check what's going on, he discovers people chasing and biting one another. He also sees a helicopter collide with a nearby building. Aiden returns to his living room scared. Soon his next door neighbor Brandon enters his flat. After seeing the door open, Aiden inquires as to why he is there, and Brandon responds that he was assaulted by his childhood flatmate who was acting strangely. Brandon goes into his restroom, and at the same moment Aiden finds a wound on his neck. According to the emergency announcement on the television, the city has been afflicted by an uncommon zombie virus and residents are advised to keep away from infected individuals. The news anchor further mentions that the virus is getting spread through the victims' blood. Aiden tells Brandon to leave his flat. As soon as he hears this, Brandon pleads that he be allowed to stay, but Aiden apologizes and compels him to leave. Following that, we watch a news story outlining the afflicted people's symptoms and pronouncing it a global epidemic. It also recommends that individuals isolate themselves and avoid contact with others they suspect are infected. Meanwhile, Aiden attempts to call his family members to inquire about their well-being, but the network appears to be down. He receives messages from his father instructing him to remain at his apartment and call his sister. His father goes on to say that he can't reach him due to his current condition, and he quotes a text telling him to stay alive. Aiden then chooses to isolate himself and set a timeline on his bathroom mirror to keep track of the days. He covers all of his glass windows with paper to keep himself away from the chaos. On his 7th day, he begins filming himself on his laptop, explaining the scenario and his condition. On the 16th day, he begins to capture his daily video log. He mentions that the situation is deteriorating and that he is doing his best to stay active and entertained. Meanwhile, he hears a commotion in the kitchen and cautiously approaches it, holding a baseball bat in his hands. Inside the kitchen, he discovers a zombie lady descending from the air vent. Aiden flees when he notices this, and the lady begins exploring the area. As soon as she enters Aiden's room and turns around, Aiden attacks the woman with the baseball bat and knocks her down. Because he cannot risk his life by unlocking the apartment door, he instantly shuts the air vent and lifts up the lady to toss her off the balcony. On the 42nd day of his isolation, he is recording himself and expressing his frustration with the circumstances, stating that all of the food he had saved has run out and the water supply is also no more. Meanwhile, he receives a phone call from his mother. He attempts to contact her again, but the networks are still busy. Aiden listens to his mother's voice message, which advises him to stay indoors and keep an eye on his sister, who has successfully fled the city but is yet to contact them. She goes on to say that both are at work and are safe. At the same time, Aiden hears some infected zombies breaking into their hideout and attacking them. Soon the voicemail is disrupted and Aiden becomes distraught, knowing that his parents may have been killed. In the following scene, Aiden exits from his flat intending to find some food and beverages. He is pursued by a swarm of zombies and is forced to return to his apartment. When he wakes up the next morning, he chooses to finish his life by hanging himself. This is the scene from the start of the film. As he's about to end himself, he spots a lovely girl in the flat across the building. Excited about seeing a human after several days, he accidentally knocks the chair beneath him, but luckily the rope wasn't tied well and he collapses onto the ground. He instantly attempts to get the girl's attention, but she ignores him, thinking of him as another zombie. Late at night, he grabs some papers and begins brainstorming suitable words for the first interaction with the girl. He appears to be overjoyed to see the girl and spends the night preparing papers for the chat. The next day, Aiden wakes up and notices the girl On the other side the girl notices him as well and the exchange greetings. The girl's name is Eva and she appears to be living alone in her apartment. Aiden begins by demonstrating the pre-written papers while Eva gets a writing board and responds to his questions. He inquires whether she has any food left, but she responds that she does not. When some of the zombies try to break into her apartment, she pulls the curtains shut, confirming that she would be there to speak with him the next day. It rains at night and Aiden takes a shower in the rain and also fills his utensils with the rainwater. While on the balcony he shaves his beard and Eva is secretly watching everything. In the next scene, both of them emerge from their balconies and talk with each other while holding pre-written notes. Aiden reaches her balcony with the rope and hands her a couple of drinks when a zombie on the ground listens to the commotion. He begins climbing up to Eva's flat. As the zombie is about to reach Eva, Aiden tosses a bottle of the zombie to get his attention and make him come towards his balcony. In the meantime, other zombies are also knocking on his door. He goes into his apartment to block the zombies from breaking down his door, but one of them creeps up to his balcony. Aiden is fearless this time and he chooses to confront the zombie with his baseball bat. He continues to strike the zombie till it is eliminated. Since he is lonely, he chooses to go up to Eva's apartment, but he requires certain tools to do so. Aiden emerges from his apartment to discover Brandon dead in the corridor. He grabs his apartment keys from his pocket and enters Brandon's apartment to notice blood marks all over the place. He also uncovers a dead woman lying on the bed. Inside the kitchen he finds some peanut butter jars and stuffs them into his backpack. Later he learns that Brandon is a rock climber and goes in search of his climbing gear. Fortunately he discovers his equipment bag beneath the bed. Just as he is ready to leave the room, he is attacked by a zombie. He manages to knock him unconscious and rushes back to his apartment with the food he collected there. As soon as he enters his apartment, Aiden checks his body to see if he has any wounds. After checking, he is relieved to find himself unscathed. He then starts going through Brandon's equipment bag and discovers two fully functioning walkie-talkies. Aiden makes the decision to send one of those to Eva, risking his life by climbing down his balcony. He somehow manages to get back to his room with a message pasted on his window for Eva to check her balcony. The next day he wakes up to Eva's beautiful voice on the walkie-talkie he had left for her. He is overjoyed to hear someone's voice after such a long time. Eva appears to enjoy conversing with Aiden as well. Both of them talk about their life for a time before parting ways with a promise to talk later. In the next scene, Aiden enters another apartment, making his way through the air vent. He goes into each room to ensure the residence is free of zombies. Aiden enters the kitchen and discovers a variety of food stored in the compartments. He becomes delighted when he discovers the supplies and informs Eva. Rather than being joyful, Eva is angry with him since he left hunting for food without telling her. While Aiden is talking with her, he hears a sound coming from the other room and Eva warns him that there may be someone inside. Aiden then considers leaving the apartment, but as he goes to retrieve his backpack, he is confronted by an elderly guy with a long spear. Aiden reassures the man by telling him that he is not a zombie and that no wounds are visible on his body. The old guy then identifies himself as Edward and states that he has been living in the apartment since the previous owner took his life inside the bathtub. The old guy looks to be generous, telling Aiden to eat whatever food is available. He also hands him another bag, which he can use to stack the supplies in. While Aiden is gathering the snacks, Edward hits him behind the head with a baseball bat and knocks him out. In the next scene, Aiden awakens to find himself next to a zombie woman tied to her bed. The lady looks to be Edward's wife, who was bitten by the infected and turned into a zombie. Edward adores her so much that he refuses to let her go. Despite her miserable state, he begs Aiden to be her meal and assures him that after taking the painkillers he will feel no pain. Aiden freaks out when he hears this, and in the meantime Edward hears Eva speaking on the walkie-talkie. When Edward stands to check Aiden's backpack, Aiden breaks free and pushes Edward to his wife's bed to be her food. Just as he is breathing a sigh of relief, Aiden hears Eva scream on the walkie-talkie, who informs him that several zombies have broken into her apartment. Aiden becomes terrified and assures Eva that he is on his way to help her. Zombies start following him as soon as he exits the hallway, but he manages to enter one of the rooms. From there he finds Eva on her balcony and that the zombies have made their way inside her room. Aiden leaps to his balcony and grabs the curtain rope he prepared earlier to go to Eve. As he leaps from his balcony, as he falls to the ground, a zombie rushes at him. Aiden quickly manages to grab a shotgun from near him and shoots the zombie. The sound of shooting draws the attention of a large number of zombies, who begin chasing him. Aiden pulls out his shotgun and begins eliminating the zombies. Amidst the fight, Eva tosses the rope from her balcony for Aiden to climb through. He somehow manages to climb to a balcony below Eva's floor despite a zombie chasing him. After this, he cuts the rope and the zombie falls to the ground. He then advises Eva to descend to the balcony where he is standing. Eva is hesitant about doing so but accepts when Aiden tells her that he has got her back. Eva climbs down to Aiden and the two embrace for the first time. They appear to be overjoyed to be together. After their short romantic moment, they decide to quickly flee down the corridor to Aiden's apartment. On the way, they are attacked by a swarm of zombies, but they somehow manage to get close to his room. Just as they are about to enter the room, Aiden manages to sneak Eva inside but gets himself attacked by a zombie. Aiden's battle with the zombie outside makes Eva nervous. In the last scene, a devastated Aiden enters the room and walks right to the balcony, offering Eva a piece of wood to protect herself. He believes he is bitten by one of the zombies and attempts to end his life, despite Eva pleading with him not to do so. When he removes his shirt, there are no signs of any wounds, which makes both of them relieved. The movie ends as they vow to stick together and combat the zombies until they find a way to escape.